Welcome to the Fractional Show. Today I've got Antonio Edwards, one of my great friends and founder of Prop Closer, which is something that's super exciting. And as an angel investor who's been making a lot of big bets, this is certainly one that I'm super excited about. Antonio, welcome to the show and tell us everything that you're working on right now.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Stella. This is an honor to be on your show today. Everything we're working on, we're focusing on prop closer, which is still tied to real estate. If anybody watching this that don't know who I am, I've been investing in real estate for 17 years. Came in the Great Recession, and now it's like I came up with this massive solution for the real estate industry. So now we're excited to serve real estate professionals in this industry with prop closer.
I love it. Antonio, break it down for us. What exactly is Prop Closer? How did you come up with this idea?
Um, well, the idea sparked December of 2023, right? And I was like, oh, I got this idea. And everyone has ideas, but not many people execute the ideas. Like we come up with ideas all day, every day, right? I've got a good idea, sounds good, but you never go for it. And this was one of the ones I was like, I'm gonna actually go for it because it kept brewing in my head. December 2023. So it happened January 2024 was like a new year. I was like, let me see if I can reach out to some developers where I can see if it's possible. So I reached out to some developers, and I was like, yeah, we can do it. It's gonna take roughly about 6 months to put this together. We're talking January of 2024, and in my head I thought it was gonna be like a 90-day project. Fast forward today, we're in 2026. It took nearly 2.5 years to build this because this thing is massive, and it's beyond me at this point what it's doing. It's like a game changer for the real estate space. Prop Closer is your first AI transaction coordination platform that literally runs your closings and your deals from start to finish. The minute you put in your documents, your contracts into the platform, you choose your AI, and your AI is literally running the show, just like you and I would. And now you don't have to be bottlenecked into closings. You can go find more deals. You have more time. Because I know I keep 5, 6, 7 deals going on at any given time. I know what it's like, even one deal, to be bottlenecked into a closing with 30 emails, texts, trying to get an EMD, going back and forth, chasing deadlines. It's insane. And it's like a hidden chaos a silent chaos that a lot of people don't talk about in our industry.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say, a lot of times the administrative, the operations side, it's not really what, the visionaries, the founder of the businesses enjoy, right? But it's just something that they end up having to spend a lot of their time on that ends up being a distraction that pulls away from their core business, or they
Yep.
have to hire out. It's very expensive. Now you're managing a team of a lot of admins and all that. So definitely see the huge impact here. And you've spent so much time on development. What are some of the core features that you're most excited about?
Oh, it's so many use cases, Stella. Man, if I mean this, I it's so it does so many things. It understands the AI inside Prop Closer. Like, just say you're an agent right now with whether you're on the buy and sell side. Yes, it can handle that. What if you're a creative investor? You're doing creative financing. Yes, it does sub twos, creative financing, wrap notes. What if you have a hard money lender involved? Like, yes, it's going to make sure, whether you're buying a property, that promissory note, deed of trust, and mortgage is in progress. Today, I just had a closing literally 3 hours ago, Stella, and just looking at the emails, I'm still like, whoa about. I'm like, wow, like this is insane. Like it was disbursement day, so it just made sure that the title company, which was I happened to agree to use the seller side title company and not my normal title company. So this title company wasn't sure about my file. My normal title company knows my file, so this title company was like, hey, like, what's the email? What's the mailing address? AI just came in, and I'm just looking at my phone because I'm just being nosy, right? It's like, Antonio Edwards' mailing address is blah, 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 blah. Let me know if you need anything else. And I was like, that's dope. Because the AI knows that from the platform. And the brain of the AI is trained to pivot and treat each closing accordingly because every closing is different. And within each closing, there's so many moving parts. And that's how we built Prop Closer for the AI to pivot at any given second and any given moment.
That makes a ton of sense. I mean, it's always got the source of truth, right? And as the closing is developing, it's able to draw into that and give people the answers without, needing human input, right? And that just makes the cycles go much faster. I'm
Correct.
curious in terms of, go to market, right? Like there are so many people that will benefit from having this transaction coordinator AI be able to streamline the whole process. Who are you thinking about targeting first?
Uh, Altogether, I have three targets: real estate agents, wholesalers, and investors. They all make up who will use Prop Closer. In no like order. Those are my three targets, my three avatars that make up the users for Prop Closer. They'll massively see the benefit instantly. This is not something where you're trying to set up a sequence or automation. This thing is like literally what you want a transaction coordinator to be, whether it's you yourself that's managing your closings or you hired a TC company. This is what this is. The performance, Stella, the reliability of it, right, is insane. Notice I didn't say it's perfect. Nothing. We're not even perfect. It's impossible to be perfect, right? But the performance, the reliability, and I mean, honestly, it is like not when I say perfect, I don't want to scare nobody because it's this thing is beyond doing what it need to do, and some. And it was coordinating notaries with the title company, which is to me that use case is. I mean, that's one of 1,000 things that it can do. Like it's so insane. And when you're looking at some of the text here, this is today. This is my AI just texting me, and I'm just texting back and forth like it's like a real person.
I love that.
I can be like, hey, well, Ashley. So Ashley is one of the names in Prop Closer. It's like you have different TCs, AI transaction coordinators you can choose in prop closing. I chose Ashley to run my show for my deals. But I can be like, hey Ashley, send that extension document to XYZ title company. I saw that they were looking for that. I can text that. Ashley or the TC in prop closer will send that document because she can pull it. She's going to pull it from actual prop closer. If there's a HUD, just say today, the closing I had today, the title company attached the fully ratified HUD settlement statement. The TC takes that HUD from the email and literally it puts it and attaches it inside prop closer to match that address. So you always have your saved documents in there in case you just need them in the future.
Yeah, super organized. I mean, it's gonna be more organized than me and you will ever
Oh,
be, and that's huge.
huge. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Yep.
it makes sense that, those are the three ideal customer profiles for who you're trying to target. Are there any certain states that you're focusing on first? How does that piece work?
No, we're going for the nation. we're,
All
we're going
right. We're
we're going
going
for
we're
the
going
whole thing.
big.
I feel like I'll keep myself in a tiny box. Just to say I live in California. If I just wanted to focus on the California market, I'll keep myself in the box because this is built for all 50 states, everybody who's watching this, whatever market you're in, Illinois, Texas, Atlanta, wherever you are, this works for you for sure. There's nobody that's exempt from using prop closer that's an agent, investor, or wholesaler.
Yeah.
Um, Even if you're a lender,
Yeah,
if
and
you're watching this, if you're a lender, that's a use case as well. Because lenders, I mean, if you have someone that's a bar that's paying you off, you can drop those documents in, the property address, who the bar is, the payoff, the TC inside prop closer is running off to the races.
that's super exciting because I do a lot of private money lending myself and 100% agree with you. Like there is so much just like manual bits and pieces to keep track of all the time. Is this person late on their payment? Then you gotta send them a notice. What's the payoff schedule? You gotta be on top of that. And then getting, even when they're doing draws, right? Like making sure you're getting all the documents, the photos, the videos, all of those things. Like I can totally see this coming in and streamlining that process, and save me from having to hire 15 people just to manage that.
Which that in itself is a juggernaut of hiring is a lot, and
It
just you
is.
gotta manage people. Unfortunately, you have to, managing people is a massive job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tony, I'm curious, right? Because founder to founder, I think
Yep.
distribution is super important, and you obviously you're a notable name in the industry. You've got a great following as well. How are you thinking about leveraging that in terms of growing the user base? What is your overall go-to-market strategy?
That's a great question. I have quite a few. So I've been in the online space. I guess I could say before it was cool, or before it was like not even cool. Before it was like quote unquote saturated per se. I had my first ebook for $49.97 back in 2011.
You're OG.
I never forget it came out through my PayPal, Stella. That $49.97 was better than any 30, 40, 50K flip. I was like, holy crap. Like someone I don't even know just paid $49 for my ebook. A PDF. But to answer your question, I understand tips and tricks. So right now we're using Cody emailing for targets for brokers, investors, agents, and also wholesalers. We have AI involved into that. That's basically like my email copywriter. I have an AI email copywriter that's going back and forth, conversating with these people in our code email platform. And I also I don't know if you heard of like concepts where you can have a personalized email. I'm sorry, personalized video that goes out to anybody that responds. So if you responded from that code email and you said you're interested, all the people that said it's interested or saying show me, my plan is to have a personalized video saying, hey Stella, I saw that you was interested in prop closer. You know, this thing, it could work for you and your company because this can handle the AI transaction coordination in your business. Click the link below and let's book a call. That right there, that one personalized video goes out to the mass. I don't have to do it every single time. So that's one go-to-market customer growth strategy or marketing strategy. And also ads. Ads is huge. I understand running ads, the target behind it, the retargeting, the lookalike. I mean, you can't go wrong with ads. When you have always believe that if you have a killer or just a good offer, you have a good offer, your ads will do very well.
Absolutely. And I think just with what you're building, the
Hmm.
pain point is something that's so easy to explain and something that's so relatable. I can
Yes.
I can just see you create so much really compelling content that's got strong hooks that will just bring people right in and just really scale that pipeline exponentially. So I'm really excited about it, and which is
Yeah.
why, now talking about the club side, as an angel investor, I'm super excited to be, leading this club on fractional with you, where,
Yes.
we're obviously, you know, looking at backing Prop Closer as a startup and rocket ship company, right? Which I think just, you being the founder, having so much deep understanding of the market, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
you are doing so many real estate deals where you felt the pain, right? And that's why you're like, okay, I'm gonna put the blood, sweat, and tears and spend, multiple years in development and create Prop Closer. And that
Hmm.
distribution that you just talked about, like that is what, as an angel investor and someone who's worked in VC, like I always look for is, does someone have a unique advantage into creating a solution to a big problem. And that's why I feel really excited about this. So Antonio, for those that are listening, tell us a little bit more about, what made you want to create a community round. I know you've got a lot of folks that have worked with you previously as your private money lenders on the real estate side that are now jumping in, coming inside the club, becoming angel investors together. Walk us through what all of that is like.
As far as the reason why I wanted to come out with a community round,
Yes.
yeah, because that's a great question. The reason is because I want to bring friends and family in, right? Before I go the full VC route and whatnot, I want to bring in people that I know first, who could come in from the actual ground of the startup. Why this is. I really believe this is the cheapest that prop to close is going to ever be valuation wise. And if I have friends and family come in, first this is for scaling, right? I already put the idea together, and I do know people do a raise just off an idea. I was a little nervous about doing that. I'm fully bootstrapped, like building this thing. And I'm not going to say the amount because it's a crazy amount. And a lot of that amount comes from me just being my first build in tech. I had just paying out, and I'm flying out to the Middle East. I'm flying out to Pakistan and things of that nature, and just making sure this thing is getting done right. So I didn't want to raise on an idea. I just want to make sure the prototype was working. So now we're past the idea. We're also past the MVP stage. This is an actual full-blown platform where I actually have real users before launch. So now it's like, okay, now that I have that all going for me, let's bring in friends and family. And now this is all about customer growth and going up and just scaling as a vertical together. And, I feel like friends and family, this thing popped the way that I planned, and I have a full plan for it. We all eat together, and that's the goal. That's the goal, and you have the right guy behind it for sure. If you're watching this, because first of all, I've been doing it for 17 years. I'm not a Harvard master degree person who just decided just to build tech and build a platform in the prop tech space. I'm in the field. I'm doing multiple deals a month, and I know, like Stella mentioned earlier, I know the minute details of every deal, and at least in the residential space, to even put this together. I don't think anybody could put this together unless you know every little minute detail. It goes behind closings. So I'm super excited. I'm super excited for you to be part of this, Stella, as an angel investor. Anybody watching this, this is something massive for the industry because it solved a huge pain point, a massive pain point.
Yes, absolutely. And I love what you said about how, this is the cheapest that it's ever gonna get, right? Because as for me too, running Fractional, when we did our very initial seed round, which was friends and family, yes, that was the starting point to a big climb. And every single time we raised after, I mean, the valuation is never the same, and not
No.
anywhere close to what it was before, right? So I think it's a lot of fun to also be, day one supporters of something that you really
Sure.
believe in, right? I see you as someone who's got so much unique insight, and really the person that's got the founder market fit over here. And I'm like, it's gonna be so fun, being a part of the ride. We get an inside look at the product development. I can give you feedback and see how we can help grow this company together, right? That's what honestly brings so much fire in me, is I feel like I get an insider seat at seeing how you're gonna really build this company and make it take off, which is really exciting. And Antonio, what are you thinking in terms of, the next phase of growth for the company that excites you the most?
The next phase of growth is launch. Launch mode. That's the phase of growth. Where our initial launch is going to be, we're going to do a live webinar, which we're already started marketing for that. I do have a strong subscriber list. Again, I've been into the online marketing space since 2011. So my list has been built up since then. So I mean, right now I'm gonna test it out through my list, right? Get those people in early, um, as early founder users, right? And then from there we're gonna take that webinar and we're going to turn it into a automated webinar series through ads and all the case may be. Then I'm going to open up to affiliates. So we know some of the same people, Stella. You know some people that can just one affiliate. Just I mean, from people we know, one affiliate will crush this. You know, so that's another plan as well. That's going to be put in motion in probably next few weeks to a month. And I'm super excited about it because we have some really good marketing plans. And I don't want to go deep because marketing itself, the tactics I know are so strategically deep. I was trying not to go in the rabbit hole earlier when I was talking about sending out that personalized message, that video. That's a whole deep part of funnels. But people that's watching this know that I understand funnels. I'm grateful that I've learned that piece early, and now that we have AI that you can add to streamline your funnels is insane. So I'm excited about I'm excited about prop closing itself, and on a different side, I'm excited about the marketing side because I like marketing. I love marketing.
Yeah, I feel like that part is so relatable because people don't realize just how key if you're someone that has got the marketing funnels nailed down, if you got the sales nailed down, like it is game changer to how much your business will grow. And you talked about the affiliate side of things, right? And how we know a lot of the big names in the space. That is so hard to come by as a regular person. Like even for me building
Yes.
Fractional to even get to that point and get people to say yes to me, it took years and years and years and years, which is why when you told me you were building this, it was such an easy yes for me because you've already been in the industry for so long. People know you're a big deal. Like getting all these things stacked up, it's gonna happen like this, and it's not the same
Yes.
result that any other person with an idea is able to achieve, right? And that speed, that is what makes or breaks a business, right? And you've got that
100%.
speed, which is what makes me super bullish.
Someone told me our name the founder of Calendly. I had the honor to meet him last year in the Bay, and he said I was asking him about patents and stuff. He said Antonio, the real patent, as I've learned over the years, is speed. How fast can you move as a founder with your product or platform? Patent is cool. Someone can mimic, take, blah blah blah, do one small tweak. But if you're faster than the person and you have that advantage as far as what you said, like it's not easy to have the Rolodex and people that we have in our circle where you can just kind of just go vertical as quick as possible. He's saying that's the real patent. It's just speed. You know. So I never forgot that. I thought that was a massive takeaway.
Absolutely. I love that. All aboard the Antonio rocket ship, right? We're flying to the moon over here.
Yeah. Another thing too. I know I spoke earlier about maybe segment a little bit, but like I have AI that's part of my sales to prop closing, and we could do a quick call so they can kind of hear the authenticity of it, the realness of it. But yeah, his name is James, so he's built to run part of the sales side of prop closer, and he does not miss a beat. We done so many QA testing with them, threw so many curveballs at him, how someone could be asking questions or on the fence, and his rebuttals is crazy.
I love it. I love it. You've got the AI trained on all the objection handling already.
Yes, literally.
Yeah, that's amazing. What's your big picture, like big vision for Prop Closer? Let's say what's the 5-year vision?
Oh wow, we're talking 5 years. 5 years in tech
Yeah.
is a long time, right?
Yeah.
5 year vision, it could go two ways. Um, I'll probably be on a Series C round or something by then. So for people watching, that's getting different raises as you scale and the evaluation get bigger. You know, you get a bigger round, or I can sell it. I can sell a prop closer. I'm not sure if I want to sell it, and I know we evolve and we change as the years come. As of today, I do not plan on selling prop closer because I know all the dark nights I put into this, and me selling it from, you know, just saying 5 years, again, that is an option. I'll probably be saying what's next. You know, like, okay, what's next? I got this big thing. Our investors are paid off. Everybody's happy. But like, what's next? So I kind of want to keep my foot into this as of today, because this is something that wakes me up and I have a purpose for. Because I'm a real estate investor. You know, and it's something that's solving my pain. But the big picture is, you know, Series C round. I do plan to go international with this. If I can go take this internationally, Stella, somehow, I don't know how yet though. We're growing. But we're talking a 5-year play. If I can take this across the world some way, somehow, I mean, we're talking Elon Musk levels.
Is there another country that is right on that next tier that you're super excited about that you would explore first?
I'm looking at Dubai.
Okay,
I'm looking at
interesting. Tell us more
Dubai.
about that.
I've been there. I got a few connections there that I brewed up. One of my neighbors that was in my community here in LA, she moved to Dubai last year. She's a real estate agent, so she has some insider scoop. I did tell her about prop closer and how I can possibly bring it out there. She loves it. She was like, when it's time, we'll talk about it, and I'll fly out there and she can introduce me to the right real estate professionals that's from Dubai. Right now, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. That's a future plan. You never know. I mean, tech moves so fast when you're on a rocket. It could be a year, 2 years from now, or less.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I do know I have the phone calls and texts that I can just easily, you know, reach out to a few people whenever it's time for me to dive deep into that milestone.
I love it. Well, I mean, the U.S. itself is a huge market already, and you know you've got all the fuel, right, to fire up an engine and take over market share, which is why I'm so pumped for this.
Yeah.
Antonio, any final words for those that are listening, whether they're someone considering being in the club or you know an operator that's an aspiring founder? Any last
Yes.
words for everyone to take away?
Two-part question there. Yes, for anybody who's watching this, who's interested in investing into the club, number one, the most advantage you can have here is a founder that is in the space, that with a platform they put together, right? I've been in the game for 17 years. I'm very active into the game. I know a lot about real estate. Done a lot of deals. I know what goes on. I know the people in the industry, including Stella, right? So I think that's a very unfair advantage right now. Versus if I just happen to build a platform, just say in the fitness niche. It's a very good product, very good platform, but I don't know anybody in the fitness niche. I know very few people where I can just, you know, scale as fast as possible. I'm already in the space, right? And this is the first autonomous platform that does what it do. As of today, I challenge someone to Google, use ChatGPT, Claude, whatever the case may be, Gemini, and try to find an AI transaction coordination platform that literally handles everything, the communication, the back and forth, with full human experience. There's nothing out there like this. And it was not easy. It was days I wanted to give up. It was days I didn't think this was possible. You talked to me a year ago from today, a little over a year ago from today, I was ready to throw in the towel, Stella. Because I didn't think this was possible. I was like, holy crap, this is crazy. I'm like in the bottom of the ocean, so deep. You know what? That's not my character. Let me see. I think I can get this done. And I kept going and going and going, and now it's here, and it's unbelievable. So that's that. Second, for people who want to become, you say, I think you asked me someone who wants to like build something out on the tech side and be a founder to
Yeah.
make sure whatever you build, you love it, for one, um, because it's that's going to keep you going, right? Just don't get into building something that you feel that can do great because it's trendy. I don't know if that will last long. You want to build something that is very, very is a fix to the problem in the industry that you're in. But you want to love it. The reason why I say you want to love it because there, it's not easy. It's not easy. And yes, we have vibe coding platforms, things of that nature. And I started this before the vibe coding platforms. I do think you still need real coding behind the scenes, real developers that can unless you're a coder yourself watching this, but if you're not like me, I'm super right brained. I don't have any tech background whatsoever, but I'm a big visionary. I have great ideas, and I coming from real estate. I understand that. Okay, if I got to do this flip, I don't know how to help. I don't know how to put on a freaking roof. I'm going to hire a roofer. I'm going to have someone do the flooring. Same with tech. I don't know coding, but I have an idea that I know I can just reach out to developers, and I can train them on real estate so they can code it right. So make sure you have real coders and real developers behind the scenes, because like I wouldn't trust any full blown. Yes, you can do some vibe coding, but make sure you have real developers that pieces your whole platform together so it's buttoned up and tight.
I love it. And I love what you said, right? It's like don't make a startup for the sake of making one, right? Like there are going to be many dark nights, and it's going to be a never-ending thing, and that belief that you got to have in yourself and in what you're doing, like that is key. And I find that so relatable, and it's so great that you're willing to be so transparent and vulnerable about what it takes
Yes.
and how hardcore you have to be to build a business. And that's
Yeah.
ultimately, what gives me and the family and friends and people of the inner circle to feel, right, that we're backing the right person, the right product, and the right idea, and really taking this to the next level. So, Antonio,
Yes.
thanks for being here. I am super pumped for what's happening next. And for those
Me
listening,
too.
if you're interested, definitely reach out to Antonio, and we'll see you on the inside.
Yes. Thanks for having me again, Stella. Appreciate you.